Hi, this is Carol Madden. I'm at the home of Dr. Arnold Klein out in Hancock Park, California, and let's go knock on the door and meet the Munyons and see what they're selling here in Hancock Park.
Good morning. I'm Earl Munyon, and this is my wife, Michelle Munyon.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome. Come on in.
Thank you.
This is the house of Dr. Arnold Klein, dermatologist to the stars, from Michael Jackson to Cher to Dolly Parton to everybody in Hollywood.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm looking forward to you showing me through this fabulous home and all the efforts you've put into getting this sale ready.
It's taken us a couple months and it's still a work in progress, so thank you for coming.
Yes, please come in.
Dr. Klein worked for a large assortment of Hollywood celebrities, and here are some of the photographs of the people he worked for, and Will Munyon will tell you a little bit about them.
On the top shelf there, you're looking at photographs of Liz Taylor. Both Liz and Dr. Klein shared a birthday in February. Their sign was amethyst, and they exchanged many, many gifts. They exchanged many pieces of correspondence, and most of those will be in the sale, along with these photographs. On the shelf below that, you have a few photos of Michael Jackson, Penny Marshall, Elizabeth Taylor, and below that, again, you have photos of Prince Charles, Bill Clinton, Brad Pitt, Michael Jackson. Cher is on the right, along with Hillary to the right, along with all sorts of other Hollywood stars and celebrities. We have almost everybody who was in Hollywood was either a friend of Dr. Klein or a patient of Dr. Klein. There's photos of Ted Kennedy, again there's Penny Marshall, Barry Manilow, all sorts of different stars. Now we have some Star Wars memorabilia, more celebrity memorabilia up above. We have photos of Jane Fonda, photos of Dolly Parton, photos of all the boys and all of that, along with all sorts of Star Wars memorabilia that was actually given to Dr. Klein by Carrie Fisher. Many of those pieces are signed, and they're all part of Star Wars history. And here we have some more celebrity memorabilia, books, signed items like that, and then you have all our ethnic art, all of our African carvings, the Indonesian carvings, all sorts of pieces from, some of the pieces are even as much as 1,000, 2,000 years old. Dr. Klein was an incredible collector who collected everything on every level. And here we have a number of different items, of which one of them is a Cruella vase. We have planes and ships and rockets. We have a David LaChapelle special gift. We have Princess Leia in a box there. She was actually, at that time, she was prisoner, I believe, of Jabba the Hutt. That's a special Star Wars collectible, which was given again by Carrie to Dr. Klein. Disney memorabilia, and all sorts of modern art. There's probably at least somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 pieces of modern art. Mobiles, sculptures, abstracts, everything imaginable. And now we have display cases in process. Right here you see there's Cartier clocks, there's Baccarat, there's Lalique, there's Dom, that panther is Dom. There's all sorts of Michael Jackson photographs and watches and Mickey Mouse items. And in this case you have Costa Boda crystal, you have Lalique, you have Dom, you have Baccarat, all sorts of animal figures. You have just so many wonderful pieces that are so collectible and such great gifts for Christmas. We have a Laddie John Dill on top of the fireplace. We actually have two of them. We also have, the second one is the one on the left of the mantel, which is called the 6th Street Gate, I believe. That's a special Laddie John Dill work. We have Dr. Klein's piano, which is a Mason & Hamlin It's a grand piano. I believe it's about 6 foot long, completely tuned and ready to go into someone's home where they can enjoy it and play Christmas songs this season. We have the bear collection. Dr. Klein was a fan of bears of all sizes. He has hundreds. We have shirts by Michael Jackson. There's a couple of Versace shirts in that rack over there, along with a couple of jackets actually worn by Michael Jackson. On the table we have a hat that Michael Jackson wore that's his personal hat right there. That's a hat that Michael Jackson actually wore to go out, to run around here and there. We have a signed Picasso book. We have a Godfather trilogy that Arnold was given by Michael as a special gift because they both loved The Godfather. We have a hat that was given to him by Madonna, and we have a replica airplane that's about 4 foot long, which is absolutely incredible stainless steel work of a 4-engine jet, along with more signed memorabilia by Michael Jackson. And we have 3 original lightsabers signed by Carrie Fisher that are Star Wars prototypes. Absolutely incredible, one-of-a-kind pieces, or if not one-of-a-kind, very, very rare pieces. And those are the masks that Michael's children wore. We have a couple of Kachina dolls, large, beautiful Kachina dolls. And we have a Hollywood devil mask. If you're having a Halloween party, that's something you could wear and you would definitely get some attention. And here we have a Zoltan magic box, and we have Jabba the Hutt. This was a prototype that they used for the Jabba the Hutt for the Star Wars movies. Again, this was given by Carrie Fisher to Dr. Klein. And there we have some African art, and we have a Kuan Yin. And there is it's a Las Vegas type headdress. I don't know exactly who it's signed by, but we'll have to evaluate that and figure that one out. That's a great piece. Work on tables everywhere. These are, there's 3 mobiles right there by Brad Howe. Absolutely incredible, wonderful mobiles by a California contemporary artist. We have a very nice oriental egg, along with Kachina dolls, and all sorts of more memorabilia. Pieces by David LaChapelle, more airplanes, more books, all sorts of different art pieces on every level for every collector in every arena. We have a couple books by Tim Rollins. Those are signed rare books, numbered and exceptional. Editions of 50, and those are $2,500. And here we have it's a Tribeca base by Keith Haring. He did some cards and quite a few other things that we also have in this collection.
Very good.
Do you want the windows, or? We're looking at David LaChapelle's. It's called American Jesus. It's Michael Jackson in the arms of Jesus in a forest-type setting. David LaChapelle was one of the most incredible photographers that I've ever seen. His work always is controversial, but it's always interesting, and you can have a conversation with anybody about this because everybody sees something different in a work like that. It's an incredible piece. We'll be asking $55,000 for this piece. The Christ, and then go to the painting.
Okay.
You're looking at a Christ sofa, and then an armchair and a bench. The pillows on it are Versace, and you're looking at a fabulous sci-fi type painting. It's about 7 foot by 5.5 foot. Just a great painting, one of 100 or more that Dr. Klein has. And now you're looking at a Versace table and chairs, along with a Versace ottoman. And then we're looking at a Knoll leather sofa. I guess you would call it a sofa bed, along with more art on the walls. It's called Shoes, and then you have another one which is all blue, and it's a piece that's called The Sky. Of Maryland. Dr. Klein was a real fan of Maryland. We have Maryland in every color and every combination, all the Andy Warhol Sunny B ones. If they were original Warhol Marylands, it'd probably be $1.5 million. As it is, we've got them for $400 and some, so you can grab whatever you'd like for a real reasonable price.
We're here in the art room, and Will Munyon is going to describe some of the artwork that's here at this fabulous sale in Hancock Park for Dr. Arnold Klein.
You're looking at a collection of 16 dogs by De La Nuez. Fabulous piece. And as you look down, you'll be looking at Greetings from the Simpsons, another great piece of art that could look good on any wall. This is a work by Gabrielson, and as you look, you'll see two stockings by Jenny Holzer that were from an AIDS benefit, a special charity auction that they had. As you look at the Indian, which is called The Land of Margarine, that's a piece by Michael Thrush, a fabulous painting on wood, and as you look down lower, you have a piece by Ralph Goings and another piece by Jenny Holzer. As we look up on this wall, you have an agam, you have a number of other fabulous art pieces. I wouldn't want to show that first because that's not fabulous art stuff. And as we continue over here, you have some celebrity memorabilia, you have some Jennifer Lopez signed photo, you have an AIDS benefit love letter from Liz, you have a fabulous photo of Sharon Stone looking absolutely beautiful. And as we look to this wall, we have a wonderful mixed media work by Robert Graham, an incredible piece. And then you have some very modern artwork by Richard Anselich, which is absolutely fabulous. It's a series of 10, and we have 7 of them, so it's a very rare series of 7 that we have. And here we have a Levi jacket of Elvira, and above that we have a work by Brooke Gorley, an incredible, just a fabulous piece of art. We have signed Robert Graham's, we have Lichtenstein pieces, and original art by a number of other artists. On this wall right here, we have a working proof by Jean Sorino. We have movie posters. We have a t-shirt by Charles Arnoldi. We also have a couple works by Michael Pavoni with the Chanel and the double Jackie. And then we have a work by Pavoni, which is also Paramount. And we also have, it's called The Stray Breakup by James DeWoody. It's a fabulous piece with just great color. And we have a movie poster right there too, and a reverse out of order there. On this wall we have Cher's signature, along with some gold and platinum albums. And then we have a 7 CD set that she gave Dr. Klein. And then at the very bottom we have a Tom Petty collection. I think it's his platinum album right there. Ferris wheel is called Around and Around. It's by an artist called Joe M. Ryan. Absolutely a great piece. On this wall right here we have an original vest by Ross Bleckner. And above that we have a work by Hilo Chin. It's a typical Hilo Chin work. And below that we have a piece, an untitled litho by Franklin Lisco. And as we go in this direction, we have works by Joe Good, and one of Joe's paintings sold for $175,000 at an auction just a short while ago. These are lithographs. The top one is called the Shotgun Series, and it's just one of those cool looking pieces. We also have some Japanese wood blocks. Here we have a signed Robert Graham. That's probably a great piece. There is a Guy Dill, mixed media, fabulous piece. Guy Dill, California contemporary artist. And that's a Robert Graham, I believe. And it's signed and dedicated to Arnie, as are many of the other pieces. That's an Andy Warhol copy by Sonny B. Maryland. Then you have some work right there Basically those are lithos by Davis Cone. You have a signed George Foreman. We have a piece called Lancaster by Peter Alexander, another good California artist. We have a J. Kelly right here, the yellow Mack truck, and that's not a photograph, that's actually a watercolor. And then you have some Japanese woodblocks on the bottom.
Okay.
Okay, so the piece you're looking at is a woodcut by Shiro Munakata. That piece actually sold at Sotheby's. I believe it was $8,500 or $9,500, something like that. We're asking $7,500. Fabulous piece. On the right of the woodcut are Toulouse-Lautrec, two pieces by Toulouse-Lautrec. And below that is two California Polaroid art pieces. There's an original Doonesbury comic strip too. Looking at a Liz Taylor photograph, that was an original cover, I believe, from the 90s for Vanity Fair. Above that is a California Dwayne Valentine and some Baldessari signed posters. And as we look right now, we're looking at Michael Jackson photographs after her Brits. Michael Jackson in fencing attire, and then we're looking at below Michael Jackson signed photographs that he gave to Dr. Klein. Those are the early photographs of Michael. You're looking at a photograph of Mick Jagger. And on the right of that are other photographs after her Brits of Michael Jackson. As we look down, that's a work by, it's a poster by Archangel Michael by David LaChapelle, and it's dedicated on the back to Arnie with a special personal dedication. Great piece. On the right of that is a Beatles photograph, and on the right of the Beatles is a photograph of Liz Taylor getting ready. And below that are 5 signed CDs by Michael Jackson in the special series.
So, Will,
Yes.
can I set up a little bear display right here?
Yeah, as soon as I get that one, Robert.
Okay.
We're starting on a piece called Vortak by Don Gummer. It's a great modern piece, great in any modern house. Above that is a Charles Arnoldi along the same lines. Just a fabulous work by Arnoldi. To the left of the Arnoldi is an Andy Warhol. It's Campbell's Beef Soup. Below that again is another David LaChapelle. This is a poster, unsigned. Still a great piece, a great remembrance of Michael Jackson. It's called The Archangel. Above that is a Ralph Goings. We have a little Star Wars poster signed by quite a few of the Star Wars people. And then we have a John Cassere, Lady in Lingerie, popular piece with the guys. Below that we have a piece by Romero Brito that was used by Michael Jackson for one of his Neverland galas. It's signed by Michael and Romero Brito. Below that is a table that Romero Brito did, signed and numbered along with the other one. And both of these pieces were given to Dr. Klein by Michael Jackson as a special gift and as a thank you. That piece is called Windsor Drive. Note the end of the Windsor Drive up on top, the Hollywood sign. If you walk out in front of the house, you can see exactly that view. Below that is a piece that's actually a painting by Hilo Chin. Absolutely spectacular. It looks like a photograph, but it's a painting. On the left of that is a Liechtenstein, I believe it's called Fish on an Easel or Fish on a Pedestal. And then we have a very large African or maybe something, I don't know exactly what that piece is, sorry.